The prospect of the presidential election featuring a Clinton and a Bush has some people saying, give me someone new. They're hitting the snooze button. For Democrats, some are encouraging Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren to run to give the party a choice other than Hillary Clinton. With us today, Audrey Blondin. She's an attorney from Torrington, spearheading a local effort to draft Senator Warren. And
that's right.
Mrs. Blondin, good to see you on the program today. I want to ask you, first of all, because you supported Hillary Clinton when she ran in 2008, but now you want Elizabeth Warren to run. Why is that?
Yes, I actually got to know Senator Warren about 15 years ago when I was an active part of the National Association of Consumer Bankruptcy Attorneys. And she was very active talking about the income disparity, uninsured medical debt being the largest cause, which it still is, of Chapter 7 bankruptcy filings. And she'd come and speak at the conventions. There's her books she had written. And so I got to know her, and I just thought that she was a great person and kind of followed her career. And I really was very inspired to have her run for president. And so I called her office about 6 or 8 months ago, her Senate office, and I said, I want to get involved in her presidential campaign. And they called me back and they said, no, she's not running. And then I happened to see Erica, who's part of the national Ready for Warren on MSNBC, I think. So I emailed Erica and she said, why don't you join our Ready for Warren? So here we are. Here we are.
You've indicated Mrs. Clinton, in your eyes, is part of the past, and Mrs. Warren is part of the future.
Well, I like to say that that Elizabeth, Senator Warren, is a 21st century candidate. Senator Clinton, Secretary Clinton, is more of a 20th century candidate. So,
do you think that Mrs. Warren will actually run? Because she said numerous times she won't. But you think she'll come around?
Absolutely, Dennis. We were up in New Hampshire in October for the weekend. Senator Warren was there campaigning with Jeanne Shaheen, with Senator Shaheen. We did 3 stops across, paralleling across the state, and I haven't seen that excitement, that enthusiasm, energy in each one of these stops that Senator Warren generated in a long time.
You're a power broker in the Connecticut Democratic Party. You've been able to make a lot of things happen over the years. Do you think that you could drum up enough support for her here to persuade her to run? And how would she do in this state?
I think she would do great. Remember, this is a state where Jerry Brown won the primary.
And Obama beat Clinton.
Yeah, exactly. I think the issues that Senator Warren speaks to, the income diversity, the student loan debt, the Wall Street corporation corruption, those are issues that really resonate here with Connecticut residents, I believe, because we do have a huge disparity problem here. We do have a huge, personally, my kids have a huge student debt problem. I really do think that absolutely, I am convinced she's going to run. I really do. People are like, no, I'm like, let's just give it another month or two. You go online, you look at the YouTubes, you see this enthusiasm. I've said I haven't been this excited about a candidate since Bobby Kennedy in 1968.
Wow.
Really?
There are a number of people who believe that if Mrs. Warren gets in this race, that the Clintons are going to be very upset because she could derail her campaign, much like Obama did 8 years ago.
I agree with that. I think that when it comes time in those early campaigns, as I said, I've been in New Hampshire many times in the past, campaigning for presidential candidates, observing presidential candidates. Senator Warren was phenomenal there, and when she goes to Iowa, she starts campaigning across that state. Look at MoveOn.org, Democracy for America. They've all polled 80+% opening offices for her. She's not going to say no.
We'll have to wait and see what happens. Audrey Blondin, best of luck in persuading her. We always like more candidates in the race. Makes it a lot more interesting for us politicos to cover.
Absolutely. Great, great. Happy holidays.
And
thank you.
Same to you, and happy birthday. It's your birthday today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.